where we saw the 9-game losing streak for the Ramblin' Wreck of Georgia Tech beat Clemson yesterday 24-21 on a 55-yard game-ending field goal for Georgia Tech. And boy, it was quite the scene down there in Atlanta. This team was led by Haynes King. Remember, going into the season, I had Clemson ranked the number 1 team in the country. This team is now 1-2 after 3 weeks. Not a great win even over Troy last week. So it is kind of a depressing situation down there for Dabo Swinney and the boys. And Haynes King just put the pressure on them all day. 211 yards passing, 103 yards rushing. He had a TD rushing the ball. This was just a really, really good Georgia Tech team yesterday. They're very, very challenging to tackle Haynes King and to keep this, this offense off the field. It's just tough. And Clemson found that out yesterday. Cade Klubnik was 15-26, 207 yards, 1 TD, 1 touchdown. Wesco was his big receiver, but he had 126 yards catching. This is just not a great start for the Clemson Tigers. If I'm not mistaken, I thought, let me think back. Is it somewhere around there? I think we could find it. Isn't Dabo the one that said that this Clemson team could go 16-0? I don't know if he was joking, but let me tell you, he's a long way from 16-0, and he's a long way from the number 1 seed in the country that, yes, I had him ranked at the beginning of the year. What a dumb decision. Knock myself on the head. This is not a very good football team so far, but let's not take away from what Georgia Tech did. Remember, going into the season, I told you I thought Georgia Tech was going to win this game from the beginning, and yes, they did. I took the 3.5 points, and I was a winner on that. So let's talk about where Clemson goes from here. Well, they better pick it up because they've got a real challenge in front of them, starting out at 1-2 and trying to make a playoff with the Miami Hurricanes looking the way that they did yesterday in a multi-weather delay game and just beating down USF, a team that beat the Florida Gators just last week. So it'll be interesting to see exactly where this ACC goes from here. Great win for Georgia Tech. They beat Clemson 24-20 on a last-second 55-yard hammer field goal that just brought the whole stadium onto the field, and they aren't getting fined no $500,000 from the SEC because the ACC is happy that they got teams rushing the field and they got big games going on.